Hello guys and welcome back to Windeby. First of all, I want to wish you all a happy new year 2021. Let's hope that things will get a little bit better this year. I'm also very happy that I can already present the next episode to you. Today we will be developing an entire city block on the edge of the so-called Kieler Vorstadt, the suburb of Windeby, with social housing, a park including a playground for the families living there, and a small factory. But one thing at a time. You could just see me repositioning some long distance roads on the map. I just wasn't convinced with the way they were before and wanted them in a more realistic way. And that's why I used the image overlay mod to recreate the real routes of Christianstadt's long distance roads. It doesn't get much more realistic than that, does it? Another part of this renewal is the redesign of the main road access into the city. The two massive roundabouts should suffice for the demands now. One of them directly after the on and off ramps of the highway, with the sewage water treatment plant on the right and the Baroque palace garden on the left. The other one a little further into the city, next to the area we are going to build on today. Since their appearance in the workshop, I have always wanted to use these tram roads by class. The cool thing about them is the way the trams dive under the ground and pop up somewhere else. It turns them into a subway, so to speak. And while only a few German cities have real subways like Frankfurt or Berlin or Hamburg, I guess, you see partially submerging trams even more often. Two examples are Stuttgart and Mannheim. Especially in a traffic solution like here, where otherwise the tram would have to cross the roundabout, this really makes sense. Now that the road network for the district has been laid down, we can start placing the buildings. While post-war housing construction in East Germany relied almost exclusively on prefabricated slab buildings in a specific style, social housing construction in West Germany differed fundamentally from this in its architecture. And since our city of Windeby is fictionally located in former West German Schleswig-Holstein, that's the building style to use. Unfortunately, I could not find any building in the workshop that fulfilled my requirements completely. In the end, I decided to use these two assets from Super Erpel, whose roofs I replaced with one of Feindbild's houses. Also, the scale of the original asset was a bit too small, so I used PO there as well to scale up the buildings. As you already know from me, I still wanted people to live in this district, so I placed 2 residential block services in each of the houses to make them functional again. Apart from that, it was really only a matter of detailing the area. Pedestrian walkways, green spaces, laundry lines. Nothing extraordinary, but in the end these little things are worth it. With the final details in the green spaces around the municipal housing, we now come to an essential element of such neighborhoods. A nice big playground to get the children out, given that there is no lockdown at the moment. With the Prop It Up mod, I got rid of all the unnecessary elements in the asset, so I could insert the structure of the climbing frame better into the custom park I'm building here. As paths, I used the new narrow pedestrian paths by Class, which look absolutely fantastic. To give the area a more uniform look, I decided to surround the park with hedges as well. As always, you can find the assets I'm using in the series in my Windeby collection on the workshop, all linked under this video. The last part of today's episode is this small factory on the edge of the district. My thought was that it had been built several decades ago slightly outside the city, before they started constructing the municipal housing right up to the edge of the factory area. The complex itself consists of 3 sections, which were built one after the other as the business grew. To prevent unauthorized persons from entering the factory premises, I enclosed the area with a high fence. And a little trick here, you can mimic a gate very well by taking a different fence network for a short segment, as you can see right now on the screen. But guys, we are already getting close to the end of today's video. That's why I wanted to tell you briefly what's going to happen with Windeby this year. Don't worry, the project is not in danger of being stopped anyway. However, I'm about to graduate from university this year, so it's unlikely that I'll be able to manage a regular upload schedule in the upcoming months as well as before. So nothing changes here. I will record footage here and there when I get to play the game, and from that I will of course continue to produce videos. But as before, it will remain single uploads, and I'm even more pleased that some of you have been part of this channel for such a long time. For those of you who are new here, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any upcoming video. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter as well, because I post my best screenshots there as well. And if you really want to support the channel, you can become a Patreon, like It's Me Niklas already is. To get in touch with me and other members of this channel, you can enter our Discord server. Not only will I post screenshots as well there, but many other people do as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and please stay healthy during those crazy times. I wish you all the best. Goodbye.